Hi, I'm Kevin Wilk. We're going to talk about the sleeper stretch today. One of the reasons why we don't do the traditional sleeper stretch is because of the position it puts the shoulder in. So with the conventional or traditional sleeper stretch, the person lays on their side to stabilize the scapula. Hand is here and would push into internal rotation. The concern with this particular stretch is where he's feeling the stretch and discomfort. Often you can get it in the subacromial space, because the problem with this stretch is when you lay on your side, in essence you're in the impingement sign. A stretch we would prefer is what's called a modified sleeper stretch. Rotate back, hips back as well, and now go ahead and push in the internal rotation, Chase. Hold that stretch. We would tell them to hold it for 30 seconds, then come back up and repeat that. By rotating in that direction, you put the arm in the plane of the scapula, opposed to being in cardinal plane flexion like you saw when he was laying on his side with a conventional or traditional sleeper stretch. Go ahead and push down one more time. And it should be a comfortable stretch. What we're looking for is a stretch in the back of the shoulder, posterior cuff, posterior shoulder capsule. The stretch we prefer in the clinic when a therapist or trainer is working with a patient is, go ahead on your back, Chase, and we'll bring the arm up to 90 degrees of abduction, elbow bent, and I stabilize the scapula with this portion of my hand. So I stabilize, I bring the arm across the body, I hold it there when we reach end point and get a stretch on the back of the shoulder. In this position, we're trying to stretch the posterior musculature as well as the posterior capsule. When we do this stretch, I'll ask the patient to go ahead and push into my hand, push, push, nice and easy, about a 25% intensity, and relax, and I push across. We call this the cross body stretch. Another way of doing that particular stretch is angle it toward the opposite axilla. Elbow bent, Chase. There you go. And now what I'm doing is I'm internally rotating the arm as I bring the arm across the body to get a better stretch on the posterior cuff. And again, you can push into my hand. There you go. And relax. And I go across. Push into my hand. And I go across. Good. So that's the cross body stretch in the clinic. How they can do this at home is go ahead back on your side. So we're back into that modified sleeper position. Rotate back. Grab a hold of your arm, and what you're going to do is pull up toward the ceiling. And he can get a stretch on the back of his shoulder with stabilization to the scapula. And we'll ask him again to hold it for about 30 seconds, and all he has to do with a healthy individual is 3 repetitions. Come on back down. If we want, we can angle it toward the opposite axilla, the internal rotation again. Go ahead and bring it across, push down with your elbow. There you go, as you're pulling across. So he's actually going toward below the shoulder joint, causing a stretch on the external rotators of the shoulder. And we like this stretch a lot because it's stretching muscle opposed to just focusing on the capsule. I'm going to come down, repeat it one more time, Chase. These are excellent stretches to do after you throw or after exercise. 30 seconds, 3 stretches, 20% intensity on the contract relax will gain your internal rotation in the overhead athlete or general ortho patient.